The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
The earlier severe thunderstorm watch as well as flood watch have been dropped, but are more storms in the forecast. Stick around. I'll have your latest radar coming up.
Tonight on DC News Now at 6, a woman arrested after allegedly driving right into a young girl and her father in the district. The new details after a frightening scene in DC. And could the Commanders make a return to the district? The latest in the saga for the future of that NFL team. Good evening. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 6. I'm Ben Dennis. Today is a first warned weather day here in the DMV, and our meteorologist Scott Sumner takes a look at what this means heading into tonight. Scott, what are we seeing out there?
Yeah, we still have on the radar scope here, Ben, some more showers and storms off to the west, and it has been a severe warm day out there, DMV severe warm day. But let's take a look here at what has transpired since that was put out last night and what we talked about last night. Now, first off, we're going to walk over to the monitor here and take a look. Can we walk over to the monitor? All right, we're gonna hold right here. There we go. We're gonna walk over to the monitor now. All right, here we go. Thunderstorm wind damage over towards the Boonesboro area, 3 miles north of Boonesboro. And you can see, again, there was another little disturbance here of winds in parts of Frederick County, Maryland. So a little bit of severe weather was seen out there. And there has been some heavier rains. This was the earlier severe thunderstorm watch that was put into place around 1:30. Well, it was dropped by about 5:30 because now, of course, the heavy bands of rain continue to shove off towards the Delaware vicinity. But as I look upstream with our wider view here, you can see some showers, none of which are severe, but some showers and maybe some rumbles of thunder up towards the Pittsburgh vicinity and then extending into portions of West Virginia. Those have to move through overnight tonight because they are accompanying the actual front itself. So we'll watch for those storms to move on in. But right now, like I said, here to show a live look of Roslyn. Yeah, it's cloudy out there, but at least it is dry. No rain being seen. However, like I said, there is still a chance of some showers and passing thunderstorms throughout the early half of the evening as temperatures eventually bottom out into the upper 60s here in the district. Otherwise, it'll be into the 70s from 7 p.m. straight through till about 5 a.m. That is a look at your hour-by-hour forecast. I'll have your full 7-day forecast coming up in just a few.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Scott. Well, developing now, we've learned a woman has been arrested and charged after a young girl and her father were hit by a car in southeast D.C. yesterday. The driver, 32-year-old Thania Veni, struck a parked car, injuring or at least people were inside, and then hitting the two people outside, leaving the girl with a fractured skull and other injuries. Veni has been charged with driving under the influence, reckless driving, and more. DC police say the driver, 32-year-old Thania Veni of Southeast, is the suspect here, and all happened on 4th Street. We're told the girl was airlifted with serious injuries. DC Councilman Trayon White says he spoke with her parents, who said she had broken bones and a skull fracture. She and her father are recovering as Veni faces charges for driving under the influence, reckless driving, leaving after colliding, and assault-related charges. Also developing in the district, police investigate an early morning shooting, leaving a man dead in Northeast. Calls about shots fired came in just before 12:30 a.m. on Kenilworth Avenue. Police say when they arrived, they found the lifeless body of 30-year-old Charles Sullivan of Southeast inside an establishment. Police offer up to $25,000 for any tips leading to an arrest. And in Virginia, new information from Fairfax County Police. A fatal hit and run, leaving a pedestrian dead on Columbia Pike. Police responded here to the scene of the crash shortly after 2 a.m. near Powell Lane. There, they found the body of 26-year-old Luis Fernando Jimenez Rodriguez, while the alleged driver, 33-year-old Benjamin Lopez Encinas of Woodbridge, reportedly left the scene, but was picked up by police later this morning. Police say Encinas has been charged with DUI and having alcohol in the system and is being held at the Fairfax County Adult Detention Center. One person is in critical condition after a medical emergency on a boat in the Potomac River. It happened near 33rd Street Northwest and K Street in D.C. yesterday. Officials say the person was brought to shore by a private boat, but authorities clarified the victim was not in the water at the time of the rescue. Officials have not released information on exactly what the medical emergency was. And an update tonight out of Alexandria, a cash reward now being offered for any tips that lead to an arrest after sausages with fish hooks were found inside of them on Duke Street near Ingram Street. Well, the Animal Welfare League of Alexandria later found 9 pieces of sausage with embedded hooks. Scary stuff there. The Welfare League is now offering a $5,000 reward for any tips leading to an arrest. And the mystery continues over who brought cocaine into the West Wing of the White House. The investigation has gotten the attention of lawmakers on Capitol Hill. Correspondent Rashad Hudson has the latest details.
The mystery of who brought cocaine into the White House has now gotten the attention of lawmakers on Capitol Hill. House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer is requesting a Secret Service briefing on the recent discovery of cocaine at the White House.
We have rigorous drug use policies here at the White House. We take those extremely seriously.
As the Secret Service investigates who brought a small plastic bag of cocaine into the West Wing, the White House maintains the area is heavily trafficked and often accessed by visitors.
I do not believe at present, as things stand here at the podium today, that we are facing some national security threat.
The drug was discovered on Sunday near the ground floor entry to the West Wing.
Respond. Hazmat, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest.
And was close to a set of storage cubbies where visitors leave their cell phones during a tour. The White House confirms that there were West Wing tours over the weekend, while President Biden and his family were away at Camp David.
They were not here Friday, they were not here Saturday, they were not here Sunday, they were not even here Monday. They came back on Tuesday.
And the White House says President Biden has been briefed on this and believes it's important to get to the bottom of it. Reporting in Washington, Rashad Hudson, back to you.
Now, there was once again no winner in Saturday's Powerball drawing. We're now nearing almost 4 months since the last Powerball winner back in April. The jackpot has now risen to $650 million. That could certainly go a long way. If you're feeling lucky, the next drawing is Monday.